What's going on, YouTube fam? Today I'm going to give you guys a quick look at the Air More Uptempo, also known as the Olympic Scottie Pippens. Before I get into the video and go over the kicks and all that stuff, if you're new to my channel and this is your first time stumbling across one of my videos, thanks for dropping by. Thanks for checking out one of my videos. Listen, while I have you here though, do me a huge favor, hit the subscribe button and click that notification bell. That way when I upload new material, you guys won't miss out. You can head to the channel and see what I uploaded last for you guys. If you're on social media like Instagram, X, really any of the social media platforms these days, and you enjoy sneakers like I do, outfit ideas and all that stuff, give me a follow. My username is pretty much the same on everything, which is iAMTMCII. And lastly, while you're watching the video or afterwards and you enjoyed it, hit the thumbs up. That really goes a long way. Indicate it to me, let me know that you guys enjoy the content, and just make me want to keep recording videos whenever I pick up something new. Okay, so now that the intro is all out of the way, we can dive right into the review. Like I mentioned, these are a pair of sneakers that Scottie Pippen wore. Not sure why Nike never called this particular silhouette the Scottie Pippens, but the More Uptempo is one of the silhouettes that Scottie Pippen wore in that 96 year when the Bulls went on one of the championship runs and he won one of his rings. And this particular colorway, as you can see, they have the 8 on the back, is when he played on the Olympic team. His jersey number was number 8 on the Olympics. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go over the materials used on the shoe. I'll go over quality control a little bit, and then towards the end, I'm gonna lace these up, toss them on feet, go over sizing and comfort and all that good stuff. So just stick around pretty much for the whole video, and I got you guys covered. All right, so like I mentioned, these are the More Uptempos. There's also a Much Uptempo where they didn't have the air unit that go across the whole bottom. It just was a little air pocket in the back. But the More Uptempo of the two is the one that's a little bit more comfortable because they have more air going through it. I guess more Uptempo. And like I mentioned, this is a Scottie Pippen shoe. If you see this shoe, everybody call them the Pippens. But for some reason, Nike never really put his name on the shoe or on the box, which is crazy because he's the one who rocked them and made them popular. So what I'm gonna do, like I said, let's go over the material. So you got a decent grain of tumbled looking leather on the shoes. It's not the best, it just looks tumbled. Just the overall quality and leather material on a shoe, it kind of feel like really cheap and synthetic. And for some reason, some of those older 90 retro shoes, that's what they've been doing, man. It seemed like they just been tossing some real cheap materials on here. And they did the same thing. And like I mentioned, these are the 2024 release, and this shoe have released several times since the original release back in 95, 96, somewhere around that window. I don't know. I have the pair that retroed, I want to say like in 2012, somewhere around that time frame, and all of my air bubble is foggy. Some of this is starting to turn yellow. Some of the stitching and stuff around the air, all this is all starting to turn colors on me. So I needed a fresh pair. And they actually had these sitting on Finish Line website, and Finish Line had a code where you could actually use, and I actually was able to get these under retail. So I was like, man, this is a classic retro, classic shoe that have some nostalgia to me. I remember back in the day, you know, seeing MJ and Scottie play for the Bulls, and this was just an iconic colorway to me. So to have a fresh, brand new pair under retail, this was like a must cop for me. So going back to like the materials, like I mentioned, you have pretty much leather on all the white part, and the navy parts of the shoe, it's like a kind of feel like a suede, maybe like a suede nubuck, durabuck. It's not like the best type of material that you can find. It's buttery feeling and smooth feeling. But like I said, just feel like that they went with like cheap grains of materials on here. It appears like it's a nice grain, but it to the touch, it just kind of feels cheap. And even coming to the top, it doesn't seem like it's that thick of leather. Like if you look here, it doesn't even seem like that thick of a cut, but it just is what it is at the end of the day. I don't expect high quality stuff from Nike these days. So just like all the others, you have that nice embroidered swoosh on the toe box, nice breathable mesh coming up to the tongue with the little bungee to keep your foot locked in on these. And I'll cover sizing and all that stuff too. No extra laces or anything like that, just these regular rope laces that's held in with this little clamp right here. You can't even see the swoosh. It's kind of hidden and tucked away behind the tongue. So you can't see the swoosh at all, but it is a red swoosh on here, as you guys can see, and with a little loop to help pull these off and on, and you have that same loop on the back. Iconic AIR going around the shoe on both sides. Got a nice bubble swoosh, like I mentioned earlier. For the Olympics, Scotty wore number 8. Michael Jordan, for those who don't know, he rocked number 9. And it's the same thing on both sides. So you have that AIR on both shoes. You got your little small mini swoosh here. You got the gold in the inside. So you have the red, white, gold, blue on here to match the kind of Olympic uniforms. This is your outsole of your Uptempos. You have the little peeking window right here. You could kind of a little bit of exposed air unit here with that gold. Like I mentioned, these are iconic and classic. I'm happy to see that a lot of the retros and some of the shoes that came out back in the day, they're basically just sitting and you can grab them for retail or under retail depending on where you buy them from. This shoe is always gonna have like a special place in my heart because like I said, I just remember the era when this was like a thing, and you know, you saw anybody with these on, you was like, man, these are some dope shoes. And then they just eye-catching with that big Air written on here. I do hate how Nike just kind of started making all kind of crazy random colorways of this shoe, but it just is what it is right now. So that's your materials that Nike used. Quality control, the QC's okay. Some glue marks on here, some little imperfections around the midsole, like little creases and little missing sections. The paint marks, glue marks down in the back, some little stains. This doesn't look straight. It kind of look kind of rushed and just thrown together. The quality control when it comes to Nike is usually hit and miss, and this is a miss. I think once these are on my feet, you won't be able to see like some of the little small things I'm complaining about, but I don't know, it just seemed like sometimes I question how does some of this stuff pass the assembly line and pass inspections, but it do. So QC's is not the best, but it's okay because I have a fresh pair of a nice retro back in the collection. So that's the QC and pretty much your materials that they used on here. Just want to give you guys a good look real quick. Show you guys the box also. Regular Nike box, that kind of orange red color box we've been getting. Here is the label right here with the color code, color breakdown, product code. You got the QR code you can scan with your phone. This will bring you to the Nike website when a link pop up. Don't do anything else special, but that's for that. No special tissue or anything. Regular traditional Nike box that we've been getting with your regular general release stuff. So that's the box. Here are the kicks. Before I take them off of here, do me a favor, leave me a comment. Let me know if you remember these. If you're a fan of these, would you rock them? I usually reply to you guys in the comments when y'all leave me comments. If I don't reply, I'm gonna hit the heart button or the thumbs up button so I don't leave you hanging. So I'm gonna take them off of here now, put these on feet. We'll go over sizing and comfort. Y'all hang tight. Let's lace these up. All right, guys, here's a quick on feet look at the Olympic Pippens or the more Uptempos. Just want to show y'all what they look like really quick on feet. So what I did was I actually looked at my old YouTube video and how I said I should have went on sizing, and I made the comment about them feeling big and bulky and roomy. So because of that, I went down a half size this time in these, and I'm glad I did. I have a medium to a somewhat narrow foot, and I prefer like a snug exact fit. Snug, I mean like a sock, like a glove, like an exact fit, not tight to where all my toes are all balled up in the front of the shoe, but something that just fits me like a sock. I went down a half size and they fit me perfect. I don't think my feet are doing any more growing, so I don't really like a lot of room in my shoes. If you're in the same boat as me and you like that snug fit, I think you could go down a half size, honestly. I don't think you need to go true to size if you want that snug fit. They feel like it's already like a big, bulky shoe that's on foot, and they feel a little roomy. So I'm happy that I went down a half size. But if you don't like that fit like me, and you prefer like a little bit of room in your shoes, you could go true to size, and I think you'll be A-okay. If you have wide feet and you want a snug fit, go true to size. You should be good. I don't think you should go down in these. I think also with wide feet, it's going to be tough to kind of lace these all the way up to the top. You might have to, you know, miss this part and lace them right here, or not lace them at all, or tie them, should I say. Not everybody tie their shoes. But, you know, because of the shoes kind of narrow, like this little bungee kind of pulls it together. So it feels kind of narrow, but it does give a little bit also because that material is stretchy. Also, if you want some extra room in the shoe, I don't really see the need to. You might want to consider going up a half size if you have wide feet, but I don't think you need to. I think staying true to size, you should be good to go in that. As far as comfort go, this is a shoe that released in the late 90s, and it's actually comfortable. You can actually feel a little bit of the air unit that's in the bottom of the shoe. Even though it is a bulky shoe, it doesn't feel super heavy and clunky. It's comfortable. You could definitely rock these casually all day and not be in any kind of pain. Scotty balled in these for that whole season and won a championship. So it depends on the kind of comfort you're looking for. But I think if you're casually rocking these and you just want wear these all day, I think you'll be perfectly fine. So that's just my 2 cents on sizing and comfort. So I'm gonna wrap the video up here. Like I mentioned earlier, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Hit that notification bell, and I'm gonna end it here and see you guys on the next video. Thanks for watching. See y'all later. Peace.